Hi there, welcome to another Dave's Desk Bible Basics. Today we're continuing looking at the New Testament and the Gospels with the Gospel of Mark. And tradition holds that John Mark, wrote this Gospel, so he is described several times in the New Testament, in the Gospels and in Acts, as someone who knew both Paul and is closely associated with Peter. And so it's understood that whilst Peter is imprisoned in Rome, Mark is there as as a friend, as someone who's heard Peter preaching, and that the gospel that Mark writes is essentially the stories of Jesus that Peter has told, and Mark puts them down into a logical narrative. And so Mark is briefer in the sense that there are lots of details about Jesus' life that the other three Gospels talk about that Mark doesn't talk about. So moments in his life that Mark just doesn't include. But the parts of Jesus' ministry that Mark does include, he tends to go into far greater detail on those parts. So fewer sort of stories of Jesus' life, but those stories told in more detail. He's also writing to a non-Jewish audience, and so he tends to explain Jewish customs, to translate Aramaic phrases, and it focuses on Jesus as the teacher and describes Jesus, names Jesus, gives him the title of Son of God, with the cross and both the human causes of Jesus' death on the cross and the divine necessity of Jesus to die on the cross as central parts of the Gospel's telling. So what I'd invite you to do now is to go and find Mark chapter 8. And Mark chapter 8 is one of the passages in the book that sort of take from the sort of quite human teacher side, builds up to this sort of tremendous point where Jesus is declared the Son of God. And I just encourage you to read on that and to think about how you see Jesus. Do you see Jesus as a miracle worker? Do you see Jesus as a teacher? Or do you see him as the Son of God? And if he's the Son of God, what does that mean about his teaching and his miracles? So I hope you find that helpful, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.